And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The 43-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Airing this one out for Evans. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Burrow on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A toss play.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And he finds Howard complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Complete.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough. With a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
16 more on that one and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Burrow will throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
The 42-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got three tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A handoff as they run the counter play. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a man open open down the middle of the field. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A very solid gain of 27.
1-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On 2nd down, Burrow. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
throw here on second down, and that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
14.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's caught by Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Complete to
O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
The score, Buccaneers 28, Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 48 yards.
3-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll throw over the middle, taken in. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On play action, now Rodgers rolling to his right. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
It's going to be a long day. 45, 45, 45, come on, 45. Watch the run, watch the run.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Here we go with Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home. Hey, one set.
To the air again, Burrow. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime heading out from